Ambazonia, ahead, Ambazonia, Generatoko, what can do it? Ambazonia, Generatoko.
Nobody man they push me forward and they see. They make me happy and they see. They push me forward and they see. They make me happy and they see.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Thank you. You're watching IMM Media Radio and Television. You're watching Comrade Fritz Misodi live. Thank you for watching. Please, if you're just joining, you hit your share button, you hit the subscribe button, and make sure you share. Okay, so if you're just joining, please hit the share button and let's share. Thank you for watching. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the forefront of our fight. We need to use different strategy. Okay, we are seeing how we are having different conferences, different seminars, and some people blame the leaders, some people blame the different or say the factions, some people blame the groups, but we have to be very strategic. Okay, we have to understand that we are in a liberation movement, and one person cannot deliver this thing alone. Okay, it's a teamwork, it's a team spirit. Okay, so for the few past weeks we have seen some breakthroughs, and I want us to understand that both the diaspora and the ground zero, they have a role to play in this liberation movement. Okay, it's not just one group or one maybe ground zero. We cannot put the burden on one people alone. It's a general fight for everybody. Ambazonia across the world, Ambazonia in Ambazonia, right, and the diaspora. So we are calling on all the diasporans, the people across the world, to know that now is a new era. We have that unity of purpose, okay, that all stakeholders can come together and work as a team. Okay, we just had a breakthrough from Comrade Chris Arnold's idea of diplomacy, the diplomatic move, that which is huge, and we can use that as a platform and make a lot of waves. We have seen a lot of diplomatic breakthrough during this short time, and we want to say that those who are really interested in having this breakthrough should continue in that line okay? Because the importance of our struggle can be seen of this registration of recent. You have seen a lot of people who are very skeptic, but this is a move that has opened the way until we have started even talking to some countries now, So I will not talk about that, but it opens a way for us, okay? The U.S. government can, you saw the TPS, they will not even doubt that these people are not, or these people are illegally operating in America, right? They want something that is legal in terms of law and our activities in America. So I want us to understand that, and we have seen in the past few weeks that success, and most of the diplomats are very comfortable now talking with us, okay? Because for the past 7 years, we have different groups. Amazonians have been talking to different people, there is no order, okay? Everybody want to score points. Nah, it's not about scoring points. It's about how we can fast track this crisis to take us to Boya. It's about it's not about individuals, it's not about groups, it's not about that. It's about the dynamics, how we can fast track it, okay, going forward. That is what we want from leaders. That's what we want from Ambazonians. Whoever you're talking to, okay, if it's a good move, it's a good appointment, you bring it to the leaders, to the group, and they can move forward with a very strong delegation, okay? That is what we are talking about. We want to let the international community know that whenever they want to come talk to us, we have a team of leaders ready to talk to them. That is what matters, okay? That is what matters. It doesn't matter if you go first, you go talk, okay, another person go and that is not how it is. The international community want to see some kind of orderly presentation of our ideas, of our movement. That is what they want, okay? They can trust you in that way. They will not trust people who are not orderly, who are going left and right and not understanding what they're doing, okay? Now, we have this issue at hand. We made all these diplomatic gains, and we saw how the ADF is claiming responsibility for that kind of gruesome killing. It took away the attention from what we have gained, our gains, and took it out to the international community. You saw Amnesty International coming and talking about it now that they have to investigate it, and this is what we are going to condemn, because we understand that there are black legs, okay, but the way you conduct yourself, no matter what, we have to still respect international laws, international laws of wars, how to operate. We cannot stain our struggle because we want to show off, okay? This is not about showing off. I heard the spokesperson of ADF trying to accept responsibility for the crime, okay? But at the end of the day, we have to understand that the international community, if we want to win the international community, it's not about only having conferences and all those, having to, but if you cannot respect the international laws that is in place, how do you expect to win the heart and mind of the international community? We have to understand that we are in a crisis, okay, in a liberation crisis, and what you do and say and act, the international community is watching. Nobody can come and support you without studying what you're doing, without observing you. You see, and these kind of stories are what we don't want. Okay, these are the kind of stories that we don't want. You know, it is not our place to tell you that anything that is not legal, anything that is not democratic, anything that does not follow principles and laws is not good for our struggle. Okay, we are obliged to follow the rules, follow the laws, because any country that want to support us will not want to come and support people who are not people who can be termed terrorists. Your actions can lead to that. That's why we want to avoid anything that, there are different ways to punish blacklegs. There are many different ways, but you have to make sure that the person pass through a due process, because that is what we are complaining about La Republic. We cannot be complaining about La Republic being unable to follow due process in their legal system, but we still do the same thing that we are criticizing. So that is what we are talking about. We have to follow due process. Okay, you are not you can't sentence a person until that person is proven guilty through the court of law, right? That is what we want. No matter what, we can still judge somebody. Before we had our way of our traditional way of judging people, right? But you cannot just hold somebody today, accuse a person today, tell a person that this is what a person. I understand. There are many different ways. So there are many different ways you can put somebody under punishment. Let the person know that this is wrong. Okay. Sometimes you give warnings. You can warn the person, please don't do this next time. We will understand the pressure that the public is giving to these people. Sometimes we can be fair, because all our people, everybody dying in Ambazonia is our people. They are our people. The pressure they face from La Republic, those threats, we understand. Okay, but if you don't show them that you are interested in something, La Republic people will not force you to do what you don't want to do. Anybody who is a blackleg has enabled themselves to be in that situation, because if they say go and show something, go and do this, go and do this, okay, you must not go and show where you know that your brother is. You can go and show somewhere. You say this is where your brother lives. But when you go and show exactly what they are telling you, that is what is bad. Okay, there are many. Before you saw what the Ataranji boys were doing, they were just spoilers. They were not even Ataranji boys, or they were not restoration fighters, but they came in to behave as if they are restoration fighters. Why? To confuse the Amber boys, okay, to confuse the restoration fighters. So there are many ways you can. I've seen cases where so it's just about the how to deal with this incident, but we have to know that we are in a crisis, and La Republic has so many ways they can use to get in, within the ranks of the fighters. So the fighters should be very careful, because that is what they do. Okay. no matter what, we have to still respect international law, like I said, and it's very important. Okay, yeah, we can. There are many other things that we are going to talk about when it comes to that, but for now, it's very important to respect the laws, respect so that we don't get into issues when it comes to international recognition. Okay, we are people of law. We are fighting because La Republique's French system is not good for us. We need the Anglo-Saxon system of governance, and that is what we are trying to implement in, but we cannot have that and still practice the barbaric way of dealing with crimes. Oh, sorry. I need to drink some water, man. So that is it. Okay. Now, our people, need to go back in the days where we respect each other. We have each other's back. Okay. Yes, I want to go back in those days where people are godly. Okay, people respect each other, respect human beings, respect people are decent. Respect adults. I remember back in the days, if you are young, you cannot talk to your elders, without respect. They will crack your head. Even when we're playing soccer, you give those grand frère wrong passes. Grand frère, they will crack your head because they want to make you know that you are petit frère. You are young. You cannot talk. But now we have internet. People disrespect. They use derogatory languages. We want to go back in those days where we respect each other. We show some respect to the way some of us are living or talking to each other in these forums and WhatsApp and all this. I don't know how you talk to your wives, how you talk to your children, how you talk to your families. Ambazonians are not going to have that kind of country, Respect is very important, okay? Where are those days when men will pray until they get results? This struggle is God ordained. No matter what, we cannot forget all the areas. I know our VP is always praying. We have some prayer warriors. We have people who are praying. We should not forget prayers. Everything in this struggle works for the good of Ambazonia. Okay. Please don't. I saw how one guy was beating up a lady. That's not Ambazonia. We don't treat women like that. I saw one audio where I saw how they were mistreating one lady there. I'm like, Then you saw the La Republique police officer dragging that lady, pulling her like that. Where are those days where our women were respected? See the way this guy talked to our mama Ambazonia. Ocheba Nancy was talking to that lady. No respect. We need to make sure that we have respect for our people. Show respect, because that is our culture. Our culture is a respectful culture. Very, very respectful culture. Respect each other. We'll make sure that everyone is respected. But we cannot be in a country where people don't respect each other. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't. So please respect each other. Respect each other. Okay? that respect will give you that inspiration to be together as Ambazonians. Okay, I want us to remember that days when parents will take their children to go and give to marriage. I know you remember those days when there was that respect of parents. You know, you give parents respect. Okay, before, parents were not giving their daughter because of money. They were giving their daughter so that you should respect them for marriage. Parents were not having their son going to marry because the family was rich or what. No, they wanted a housewife, a true wife to come to marry in their family. Okay, marriage material. Okay, we want to see all those values, because those are the values that make a country. If once you lose those values that we used to have before, our parents were very respectful to our mothers. Our parents were very respectful to their children. Our children were very respectful to their parents. But now, because we are in a struggle, children don't even know who they are talking to. They don't even know that they are talking to their parents. Parents don't know that they are talking to their children. The way we talk to each other as Ambazonians, there is no value. The society is just, everybody is just the same now. People don't respect people because we are in a struggle. Those are the things that have made certain people don't want to join the struggle. Yes, of course. Let's be honest. You have to respect your elders. I know you say, oh, those people, they have been in the struggle for many years. Yes, but they have a part to play. They are our elders, but we should give them that respect. Okay, no matter what. It is just very important where, we remember those days where we used to go to the church every day at night. We go evening service and go and pray every day. Do we pray for this struggle? How many people pray for this struggle? How many people are praying every night, praying for this struggle to move? So let's focus on everything, those values that we used to, because it's not let's not just say, oh, this is now it's a different time. People are no more the same, or I know the way people used to say, right, that, oh, these are different times. Yes, there are different times, but we need to have respect for everybody. Yes, we need that respect, because those respect is what makes a strong country, make us strong, and have those values where, those days that we used to have good people dress well. Not now that you see the way people are dressing. The youth don't even know the value of dressing. The boys want to dress and show their pants. What kind of dressing is that? That is not a good society. Society where girls don't even care about their marriage. Children are just having relationship out of wedlock, having children out of wedlock. Before, you could not have a child out of wedlock. It was a disgrace. But today, there's no respect. You just meet somebody's daughter, you just want to follow her. You don't even know the parents. How could that happen before? We have lost the values. We still need those days back, no matter what. Because you have iPhone, you have TV now. You know what we went through. Back in the days, there was no TV. We did not grow in the TV well. If you have TV, your father make you the remote control. You are the one to go and change those channel there. Go and press the channel. And sometimes the antenna is, it's not even clear. How do you have to go outside and shake the antenna, shake it. So we have gone to stages. So you have to give respect to elders. People who have seen all kinds of situation in this world. It's a different generation. We know that you guys are young. They show respect to the elders. I know you can say you are Android generation, you are this generation, you are this generation. But the way we treat you guys is not the way our elders treated us. Back then, there was a lot of discipline. Yeah. Back then, our own primary school was not like this primary school that you are going now. Our own primary school, before you go to school, you have to double your khaki pants. You have to wear like 3. Because if you go to school every day, the beating is too much. From noise making and all this late coming and all those things. Man. So the kind way we went through primary school is not the way you guys now went through primary school. There was a lot of discipline. So when you see the elders today, you have to give them some respect. Because what they have seen, you guys have not seen. You guys have not seen. You saw the bridge in Ndian where a corpse, that they are trying to carry a corpse to one village to another. Back in the days, that is how they were suffering. That's how they were suffering. These are old bridges, those swing bridges. Imagine the life that they live. Then today, you people just are coming and enjoying. You have Android phone in your house. You can write anything to any elder and you go free. Oh man. If I remember my childhood, some of you youths now, I would have been cracking your head every day you make those noise. Because what you are doing now is just because you say there's right, children's right, juvenile, but you have to understand that when we are in a gathering, anything, your WhatsApp group, try and know the people you talk to and have some respect. Yeah. I've met some of these young guys in a gathering, we went to a wedding. When they saw me personally in the live picture, when you see me in the live picture, the guy could not even come and greet me. But in WhatsApp group, he was the one. Oh, you master, get out! You fool! This idiot! But when we met in one wedding ceremony, he could not come and greet me even. Because when you see people physically, it's different. So we should understand people are different, but your elders, give them the respect. No matter their level of education, no matter their level of what. That has nothing to do with elders. An elderly man is an elderly man to you. Once you see an elderly man, give that respect. No, start comparing about money and this and that. It has nothing to do with that. Yes, that is why this struggle, we have to implement those things. That discipline. No, if you see people, most elders, do you see elders around all the time? No, elders don't speak all the time. They'll be there quiet, observing you people. Until you go to them for advice, elders will not come. And elders will not speak. That's why they say what an elderly man can see standing. You young people can climb on that tree, you will not see. But they will not speak. This thing is happening now like this. It needs intervention. We need to seek advice from the elders. You youth can make their noise. Oh, it's a never again generation. Blah blah blah. The elders are only watching you people, quarreling, shouting, moving from one group to another, making their noise. They are watching. Until you go back to that route. Go back. Before even to go and greet, even you have to hold a bottle of wine to go and give to your elder. Those values are no more there. We think that we know too much. We know everything. All this generation, Mr. No. The little advice that you can get from even your parents, you don't even respect your parents. You don't even respect your parents. How do you want them to bless you? How do you want elderly blessing? How do you want parental blessing? If that little respect, the value that was there is not there. This struggle is not only about the fighting. It's not only about this, right? But if we can humble ourselves, we'll see the difference. But we keep that our high standing. Anyone want to be a leader? Anyone want to be chairman? Everyone want to be this. Those titles have no meaning without you going down that high horse. Going down that high horse. It's a waste of time. Go back. There are many leaders, many elderly people in this struggle that are just sitting and watching at you people. It's high time we start going back, talking to these elders. When the gods are angry, forget it. The gods are not to blame. You people you should blame yourself, because till now, unity, collaboration, unity, collaboration. You see, you are a never again generation, but see where you are, never again, because you don't want to succumb to the you don't want to succumb to your elders. You think that you overknow. The struggle will not continue in this manner until we go back to our roots. There are people who were putting money in this struggle, but because of those arrogance of some of the youths, they don't even give money. All these people that are making the loudest noise, they don't give money. It will be the highest noise makers going around making all kinds of noise. The real donors in this struggle have sidetracked. They have just get behind a little bit to see what people are doing. You have to go back to that route. Yes, you have to go back where the struggle started. There are elders that are watching at you people. Until you go back, forget it. We'll do all this collaboration, unity. It will not work. So we need to go back to that roots. I'm just saying, because that's what my revelation is telling me. Yes, that's what I'm telling you, because our people don't understand that no matter what you do, there are people who can control movements. There are people, those elders, that you think that you cannot consult them, you cannot talk to them. Those big donors. We had some donors who would give $10,000 without even worrying. When this struggle started, we had people who were dedicated in this struggle. But because of the behavior of some of these guys, all those people who were making that loud noise before, you cannot see one person now. And those people don't even have money. I'm just saying. When I talk about money, I'm talking about money. Yes. I'm not talking any kind of money now. I'm talking money. Because some of these guys will come and make that. Oh, then when they say contribution, they move $20 and give. They go shout. Contribution time. Okay, let's contribute. We have a soldier who just fall, who want to support the camp. Woo, bro. $50. They'll give when they give $50. Come and hear them. They'll start making noise. You people who are not giving money. Oh my God. When you give $50, you need to cajole the other people to give money, not behave as if because you have given $50, that's the end of the world. There are people who can triple or multiply your money. If you give $50, there are people who give $500 now or $1,000. Okay, take this $1,000 and go and do what you are doing. But when you give a little money, you start being arrogant against people who can give more. Those skills that we need, like skills of customer service, those skills of teamwork, those skills of problem solving, we need them in all walks of life. Not only, you see, in this struggle now, we need them because there are people who are fighting for position, but they don't even know the role of that position. They want to get that position, but they don't know the roles and responsibilities of that position. Okay, they just want to have titles, and that is what most of the time has slowed the struggle, where people will take those positions and just sit on it. They'll be calling them chairman here and there, commander-in-chief, commander-in-chief. Oh my God. They are doing nothing. They'll just take those positions and sleep on it. Then all the counties and LGAs, there will be nothing happening there. Then they say the struggle is moving. It's just not true. Yes. So I want us to understand those things, because it's happening like that, but people don't take it serious, but we should understand that all those things are what we have to understand, please. So when you listen to someone like Capo Daniel, there are people who say he's just saying his own things, saying the lies and all this. But when you look at this recent killing, right? Even if you don't want to listen to somebody, but once the international community start making that noise, it affects the struggle. It affects the struggle. Okay? We are asking our people that if you have this kind of rogue soldiers, give them advice. Advise them that this thing is not good. Yes, this thing is not helping us. It's still killing the struggle. It's killing the struggle. So please tell them, okay, that what these guys are doing will not help the struggle. Okay. I want us to listen to this, and then they will come back to that.
Greetings, fellow Ambazonians. I want to make this one clear for all man for Ambazonia. You cannot clean your hands from the blood of the innocent you have killed in Gozang by trying to play the game of blacklegs. We, all Ambazonia, are against blackleg. I have given strict conduct on ground zero to all Ambazonian forces that any Ambazonian citizens who date a Cameroon military, who talks to a Cameroon military, who is calling a Cameroon military, or who is visited by Cameroon army, should be taken into custody by Ambazonian forces to interview and investigate that connection. The two people killed in Gozang are innocent civilians. Just because they talk to Cameroon army does not make them a blackleg. Almost every family in Ambazonia have a family member who is a Cameroon army. all of them talk to their family members. If they don't talk to their family members or they talk to their family members, does not make them blackleg. It is not enough to say that somebody is talking to the Cameroon army. It means that that person is a blackleg. There is karma in this war. Somebody is talking to Cameroon military. Show me the proof. Show me a screenshot. What were they talking about? Just talking to the Cameroon military is not a blackleg. You have to prove that that communication is providing information that is dangerous to our people or our soldiers, or is exchanging intelligence. Talking to the Cameroon military is not a crime on itself. It does not warrant public execution. If the ADF have publicly executed 2 innocent individuals or 2 Ambazonian citizens, they have an obligation to publicly demonstrate that those people have indeed committed crimes that warrants that type of punishment. So give us a break with your so-called campaign of all blackleg must leave. We all are against blacklegs. You cannot use the word of blacklegs as your evidence on social media. We know that the person who made the statement about these guys being blackleg on TV made that statement after the guys were killed. Where is your evidence before the guys were killed? The people who make this statement on Cameroon TV are not credible. Their job is to sow confusion. You cannot take their word on face value. And remember that if you are giving credibility to the statement made by Cameroon blacklegs on TV, their main message is that our population is working with Cameroon army, which is not true. And that has always been the construct of the Cameroon government. So you are now helping the Cameroon to promote their propaganda because you want to cover up the crime of killing innocent civilians. It will not take away the blood in your hands. And everybody that supports or promotes or tries to cover up this crime are not helping the Ambazonian soldiers. When they do something wrong, it is our job to assure the population that we know that it is wrong and it will not happen again. The mothers of those children, their family members, their wives are all mourning. They are unconsolable. And you are sitting in the diaspora, you have not made any investigation, and you are justifying their killing in the name of killing blacklegs. You are worse than blackleg. A person who creates blacklegs in ground zero is worse than blacklegs themselves. So Ayabacho, Lucas Asu, and all those who are on social media trying to cover up for the killing of innocent people are not different from Atanganji Paul and the Cameroon elites who are trying to cover up for the crimes committed by the Cameroon army on the ground, instead to address them and make sure it doesn't happen again. You can never claim you are fighting for Ambazonia if you put your political ambition or your groups or your loyalty to a fighter above the same people on the ground that you claim you are fighting for. You are a liar. You are a thief. You are a scammer. The blood in your hand cannot be taken off. There is karma. I am against blackleg. There should be no joy for the wicked. Anybody who share military information with Cameroon government and their army that leads to the death of our people on the ground should face the ultimate punishment. But no innocent individual should be killed. And no soldier have the right to publicly execute somebody without providing public evidence of the guilty of that person beyond any reasonable person's doubt. You cannot do that. It is wrong. It is wrong. If you are cover-upping for this crime because you are Abacho's follower, shame on you. Shame on you. You are part of the reason why some people in Ground Zero have lost hope. You are part of the reason. You are part of the problem. No just cause can be won by using criminalities and war crimes. None. For us to win anything, we must fight clean. For us to seek equity, we must come with clean hands. There is no shortcut to victory. We are fighting for independence, and we will be forced if everybody compromises themselves and start fighting against our people to settle for something less because of that. Prove to the world that you are fighting for the people. Prove yourself that you are an honest person. Stop covering up for crimes you have committed. It will not go away. What goes around will come around. Before you go and try to cover up for this crime, think about the family members of those people who have been killed, how they are mourning. Think about them.
At the judge beg, the person will forward this audio. Forward this audio for year. This a Yabacho, and they talk, and I think saying they can't talk about they picking the way they kill them for good day before yesterday. It got on a different thing. This one, I want to not tell it. I am a jaw and fuck. I need topic on my beginning. Wow, ma jabo, maga yabacho, mana wabutu. I give you for plate. I give you for photo. Wow, ma. What did this man talk about? The Mogamu, the slaughter Mogamu picking them. What more? Unazana for you. When I said this, what more? What you?
Wow. So that is very, very touching. You know, when it comes to respecting human rights, respecting this, I know some people bring the argument that the Abala Republic, they are killing this, they are killing that. We have to protect our own. Remember that our own people are both in prison, they are in exile, they have everything is in Ambazonia. But we cannot continue to increase the killing of our own people instead of helping to have some thorough legal system that can help to give people at least the reason to believe that yes, this person has committed a crime. Okay, then the person can face judgment, right? That is it. Our people need not a public execution. Not public execution. Our people are better than this. Even La Republique has not had public execution. That's why they can do it behind the scene because they know it's bad. Like they did to Matiden Zogo and Wazizi, you know. You saw the way they killed Bebe Mata, and you saw the way they killed the women in the north that they say they were black leg talking with the Boko Haram. So anytime you see this kind of killing, there is an international outrage, and we don't want that in Ambazonia. We don't want that for our struggle. We need disciplined soldiers, disciplined restoration fighters, disciplined leaders. Everything should be disciplined, because we have not had our independence yet. And when we start do this, people, any supporter, any sympathizer for Ambazonia, start thinking of what the Ambazonia will look like tomorrow. Is that the kind of Ambazonia we want? Even in the world, very few countries have public execution because they know that it's not good. Most countries, they don't use public execution. Even in America, yeah, if they give life sentence, they will first keep you for some time. Okay, they will first keep you for some time. They will not give you public execution. They can still use lethal injection for people who have been sentenced to death. They give them lethal injection. They don't even use gun no more. Okay, but you have to go through the process, through the thorough legal process, so that we can be sure that this person did this. A video that the person will confess, say, yes, I did this, I'm very sorry. And they go to the investigation process so that the person is found guilty. Yes, that is what we want. And we hope that that's going to happen in the subsequent time, so that our people are not victimized for being Ambazonia. Now they face the barrel of the gun with the La Republic soldiers. Then our own people also make them face the barrel of the gun. It's not worth it. Yes. This fight is not about putting our people in harm's way. It's about the future of Ambazonia. Yes. Yeah. So we're gonna talk about Israel attack on counterattack. We saw the details of how Hamas attacked Israel, and now there's an ongoing crisis. So you see, we say that we have any opportunity we have, we should use it, because there are so many crises in the world, and some of us think that the international community will only come and talk about Ambazonia. There are many crises going on. Many. So if you think that is only Ambazonia, the little move we make, people are not happy. People say, there are so many crises going on. And if we can have even our name on anything, that is a big win for us. Because see, now all focus now is on Israel. The crisis just started. Before the way Ukraine, you see, Ukraine is still going on with Russia. You see, so that is how crises come. So once you have little opportunities, make use of them, because the more you delay, those resources are going to other countries. Those attention is going to other countries, and the international community must not come and talk to you, must not come and give attention to you. You can fight for 20 years, nobody cares. How many years did those other countries fought? They fought for many years. We are lucky that we have social media, and so we are selling our case outside. That's why our case is trying to get quick attention. If not, we would have been fighting for 20 years. You know how many years Sudan and South Sudan fought? Man. So Somaliland and Somalia, you know how many years they fought? Think of it. We are lucky that we have social media, that's why we're trying to promote our struggle, sell it outside to the international world, so that we can have attention. That's the only lucky part. If not, you can fight like that. Like people will smoke you guys, smoke all kind of way, do all kind of atrocities. Nobody will come and see it. That's what happened in Rwanda. There was no social media. Anything happened there, they just cover it. Even now that there's social media, you know how La Republic is covering the atrocities there, but because of social media, they can't do it. As something happened, it's already gone on social media. Anything happened, images are already out. If not, they would have been doing cleansing when they started the fight. You see how they were going to each villages, burning. Imagine if there was no social media to put eye on them. Now they are afraid, because they do anything, it's going on social media. Anything they want to do. You saw the recent one, they just went and stole a pig. Stole a pig, and they are carrying the pig. It's crazy, very, very crazy, because they are doing that thinking that the world is not watching. Okay, the world is watching. Yeah, the world is watching. There's no way you can do that and you go free, right? We are just hoping for a change. Okay, now we see Israel at war with Hamas after the attack of Hamas on Israel, right? And we hear the death toll only for 1 day bombing. 1,700 people died. Man. Okay, so Israel now is pounding Gaza, with deadly airstrikes, displacing more than 100,000 people, because Israel want to revenge on what Hamas did to them. You know, Hamas is considered a terrorist group. You see, that's why we are trying to say that Ambazonia, we are very lucky. If the United States would have just say we are a terrorist group, we are finished. No country will ever support us. But we are very lucky, we are very privileged until we have been recognized as a foreign country in America operating its political activities. It means that they have seen that. That's why when we condemn Ayabacho, it's not that we hate somebody, oh, we don't like ADF, we don't like AGOV. That is not true. We are looking at the repercussions, okay? The international repercussions on that particular event. There are many ways to do that. Do you see La Republic? The only thing that La Republic come and expose is when they kill a soldier, right? Sometimes they kill the civilian, but they hide it. They'll put a weapon on the person and take a photo. They'll say it's Amber Boys. That's how they cover most of the fight, you know, because they know the repercussion. If you kill civilian in a war, they don't touch civilian, women, children, civilians, unarmed, anything is out of reach. Okay, no matter what, because it is on international law. It is inside the international constitution. It's not like coming from anywhere. No, the war law, the war of international law, the law of international war stipulates that you don't, civilians, women, children, medical, anybody doing medical things during the wartime, like nurses, doctors, they are no go zone. Yes, that's why you see Red Cross or the other organization that are coming for humanitarian purposes, like United Nations, they don't touch them. Yes, if there are two armies this way fighting, this way fighting, they will never touch them with them. Yes, because they are coming there to help for humanitarian purposes. That's why if a soldier falls, who do you think will help the soldier? It's a medical person, right? So how can you be killing somebody? Who is cooking food for the soldiers? It's the civilians. So civilians, why do you kill civilians? Why? There are thousands of La Republic soldiers there. What are they doing there? Those soldiers are there killing our people. The ADF and AGOV, they are watching them. They are focused only on civilians. You want the civilians to do everything. You want the civilians to give you money, tax, this. What are you doing with the diasporans? If you have lost support from the diaspora, don't go and be disturbing the people back there. Because those people don't have money. Those people don't have money back there. Work with the diasporans. Gather your population in the diaspora as the IG is doing. You cannot go and put burden on the people back there. The people can give you with their free will. It's a free will donation. Don't impose on the people there. The people of Ambazonia and the women are nice people. If they have food, they'll give you. Don't they give food to even La Republic soldiers? La Republic soldiers, they're eating well there in our area. That's why they don't want to go. See how they are arresting pig. They are getting the pig there and they can eat. So let's not look at things that way. Okay. Yes. So we know that Hamas launched its about 16,000 rockets, imagine, into Israel. So the people of Gaza were dancing in the streets, celebrating the death of hundreds of Israelis and the capture of human shields, and including many children. So it's different now because they used to dance. How they, So remember that Hamas's ultimate goal is to destroy Israel. That's what they want to do as a terrorist organization. Okay, so but we don't know if that's possible because Hamas is just committing the wrong move. Okay, now Hamas will pay the cost of their doing because Israel is not playing, man. Israel, it's Israel that trained the bee. Israel is the one that trained the bee. The bee is not army. The bee is a special force that have been trained by Israelites. They have good weaponry. They are expert in a whole lot of things. That same Israel are the one training, But because our topography is not the same, it's very difficult to fight guerrilla warfare in that our topography. Conventional warfare is very difficult to fight conventional warfare in that our topography. Where you go to where the military cannot even go into those some villages. They cannot go there. It's hinterland. How can you climb? Have you been to a village called Supe? Man, come on. If you see the hills, climbing this, there are certain villages that you cannot even go there in certain area in Ambazonia. So this military cannot go there. They will only end in those big towns and villages around there. So it's not easy. Nobody should tell you that it's easy for them. Yeah. So Israel can train them on how to fight conventional warfare. But no Israeli can train B how to fight guerrilla warfare. Guerrilla warfare is different. Yes, the ARF are fighting guerrilla warfare now. So La Republic can never beat them because they will just go one night and just go and take one of their barracks. That's how they do. Just surprising. Guerrilla warfare is surprise. Everything is surprise. Where the opponent is not ready. Maybe they are drinking in a bar. You just surprise them. That's how they do. So guerrilla warfare is the worst warfare you can ever fight. It's the same warfare that the Vietnamese use to defeat America. Yes. They will go and dig a big hole like that. They know that their vehicle is coming. Dig a big hole. They will just come and enter. All of them die. Yes. It's not like an easy thing, Yeah. So fighting guerrilla is difficult. Yeah. Yeah. It's very difficult. Yeah. We just hope that the Hamas are gonna do better, but we hear that more than 1,000 people have died in Israel, according to the defense there, and about 900 have died in Gaza. So you can see almost 1,900 for just 2 days of fighting, man. So that is why we are saying that we should resolve the thing as soon as possible, because war is not a good thing, but because we are fighting for a just cause, Yeah. I mean, it's just mind-boggling that these Hamas people, who attack Israel, I don't know what they were thinking. Maybe they think that Israel will just sit there and be watching them, but man, Israel, don't play with Israel, man. Those guys, yeah. I mean, imagine how many babies were decapitated by Hamas in that attack. They are holding many Israel for hostage now. So they want to do exchange of hostage. So it's a tough situation, Yeah, we hope that our people are gonna understand. We listen to to Capo Daniel speak about his own idea that it's not nice to kill Blackleg because they're just talking to the Cameroon military or La Republic military, you know. But we are just saying that we are in a war, okay? Our people should avoid for being entangled in something that will not be nice for them, okay? Yeah. We just hope that our people will understand that you can be a victim just for talking to the military. So avoid anything that will get you into trouble, because people's, the fighters are in the, dying every day. That's why when you see them doing like that, okay, think of it. How these guys, this Blackleg are being used to point this, point that. Sometimes they point the wrong people, like people just take you, go and kill you. So that's a war situation. We're in a war situation. So there are things that we can control, there are things that we cannot control. Yes, we can control some, but we cannot control. But let's just understand, whether the people are dying, whether the military kill the people or the Amazonian forces do it, all are Amazonian life. Amazonian life matters. Yes, those lives matter. No matter if this person is a black leg or yellow leg or blue leg, but Amazonian life matter. So let's treat Amazonians with respect. Understand, they are being pushed because the military use the gun. They are afraid of the gun, So we should understand the duress most of these people face. It's not easy for them, right? They face duress. They'll be forced to do things that they are not ready to do. Yeah. So it's just not good to the image of the struggle for you to display that. Like Republic does it to soldiers. Like, these are Amba fighters, they go and display them. But we are not trained. Our people don't have that culture. Yeah, we respect our people no matter what. Let's just understand that it's a war, but let's not do that, man. That is not good, man. Because when you kill somebody on execution style, it doesn't tell well for Ambazonia. And even some countries want to support us, they won't support us. We just want America, the heart of America. Don't spoil the heart of America. If America turns its back on you, know that they can cancel this TPS. Most of our people are going to go back to that dungeon. They will go back. They will lose their status here in America, and a lot of people are going to be suffering and all those. So let's think about those things before we support this type of evil actions. Okay? Yes. Let's not do it, please. It doesn't tell well. Okay? It doesn't. No matter what, I won't support that, because that's not Ambazonia. That's not what we stand for. We don't stand for this kind of killing. Okay? We don't stand for that. Our people have different mentality about those things. Okay? Let's get this report, then we'll come back, okay, about Israel and how the fight is going there.
Here on Live Now from Fox. I know we spoke Saturday, and since then the death toll has continued to rise. Kind of catch us up. We're now on day 4 since that tragic event Saturday morning.
So, as you say, it's day 4. The Israelis have been waging an air war against Hamas targets within the Gaza Strip. They have also been going through the 22 towns and kibbutzes in southern Israel, making sure that all the Palestinians that had invaded the area have been pushed back into Palestine. The the death toll numbers are still rising. There are over 1,000 Israelis that have been found to be dead, and the number of wounded is at least 2,400 Israelis wounded in that area. So this is really a major attack. The Israeli IDF, the Israeli Defense Force, has called all their troops to on recall, and they are mounting up, getting ready for a land battle to go into the Gaza Strip. But they are first softening up the area with air attacks and preparing to enter into the Gaza Strip.
So unfortunately, that death toll is expected to rise as they continue to find more people in the rubble. I know when we first spoke, the question many had is, could this have been prevented? As the days have progressed, what are you seeing on that front?
So it turns out, as we discussed before, this was a failure of intelligence. And that is something that the Israelis are going to have to find out why it was that they did not get the advance warning. It turns out that now information is coming in that the Egyptians had warned the Israelis, but that warning was not taken seriously or was not acted upon. And so that's an added black eye for Israeli intelligence to have information come in like that and then not be able to take steps to try to confirm that. But as far as the situation there in Israel, they are still finding small pockets of attackers up along the northern border. Hezbollah has had a few Hezbollah members cross over the border, and the Israelis have attacked across the border there. And so that's another area to watch, is whether or not Hezbollah, who has activated their troops, are now lining up along the border, whether this actually breaks out into a far greater war than just Israel versus the Palestinians in the Gaza Strip.
So on this side, we're hearing that Israel could have been warned, but then on the other side, some are saying that Hamas had help.
Yes, absolutely. So Hamas had the assistance of Iran to help them plan this, and this was a very complex operation in that they had air, sea, and land attackers. And they used bulldozers to knock down the fence along the Gaza Strip there, separating it from Israel. And so this is something that was not just something that went all of a sudden. This is something that was planned, and it's the Iranians who were behind that planning. And the Iranians assisted them for several weeks preparing for this attack.
It's unfortunate on all sides. Families are displaced. People don't have food. Shelters that were already in place before the attacks have been bombed. So there's no way for people to get any assistance. People are talking about when does the rebuilding process start, but you can't even start that when you're trying to figure out, where was my home? It doesn't even exist anymore. Or where is this shelter? It doesn't even exist anymore.
So over in Palestine, over in the Gaza Strip there, with the Israeli air attack going on, this is a very small area. And so there's a lot of civilians that are within the area that are also being hit by the aircraft attacks here. And so we not only look at the death toll over on the Israeli side, but it's also climbing over on the Palestinian side. And so this is a battle that did not need to happen. But it was Hamas that brought the war to the Israelis. So it's Hamas that is responsible for this.
Mr. Gray, when it comes to where do we go from here, when it comes to intelligence and also national security, how would you answer that?
So the United States had a failure in intelligence also, because we are monitoring that area also, and we provide that intelligence to the Israelis if it's an attack on Israel. So not only did the Israeli intelligence services have a failure of intelligence, but the United States also failed to detect this planned attack there in Israel. So they've got to find out why it was on both sides, why they missed this, and take steps to correct that.
It's always a pleasure when you speak with us here on Live Now from Fox. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, I would like to add that here in the United States, there is concern that this may very well cause attacks to occur here in the United States. Supporters of Hamas may be attacking some Israeli aligned places like synagogues. And so the security level has gone up in the United States. The Department of Homeland Security is busy working with the local police departments and with the FBI to try to make sure that attacks don't occur here in the United States. Tensions are high on both.
So you can see the crisis is deteriorating in Israel, and this is day 4 of the fight, and it's going out of hand. So it's very, you see, the Western people, the Western countries are very afraid of terrorists, and they consider Hamas, they consider Hezbollah as a terrorist organization. So you know of Al Qaeda, you know of the others that they consider as terrorists, and because of this act, Hamas will just sit and just attack Israel. Okay, and they said they were being held by Iran, you know, attack from air, land, and water, you know. So now there's a humanitarian crisis going on, no food, no shelter, nothing, and that is the cause of war. Okay, that's why we are trying our best to make sure that we end the Ambazonian crisis by all means possible, because war is not good. Okay, with war you see the destruction. Israel is pounding on Gaza now, pounding. I mean, imagine the how many lives lost on both sides. So think of it. You don't, you know. You see, there's always like what they said, that there is a failure of intelligence, the failure of U.S. intelligence, and the Israelites also failure of their intelligence to detect the attack. But if you see critically, you understand that the Hamas are a very intelligent group. They know how to carry out attacks. They study this Hezbollah, and then Iran has very powerful technology too that they can use, that the American and Israeli intelligence cannot detect. So that's what is going on now, and we hope that there will be some end in sight, you know. But that's what. So this is what we have to learn, that there are many crises. So we have to make sure that we fight for a peaceful resolution of this crisis. If we see opportunity for mediation, please, let's take it. If we see opportunity for a referendum, let's take it, because we will not be in this crisis. Bia doesn't care. Bia doesn't care about human life. He's not somebody who is human even, so he doesn't know about human being. Okay, somebody who since 2016 Bia has not visited the war zones, right? Just think of it. But see how many, just few days when that Gregoire Owona, that guy, they went and built an artificial lake. It fell down, the lake broke and killed so many people in Yaoundé there. Bia sent Frank Bia to go and check it. Even Frank Bia has not ever visited Ambazonia. Okay, that's to tell you that they don't care about you. They don't care about you. So we have to care about ourselves. We knew this long time ago. We don't wait for La Republic to care about us, because we know that they don't care about us. Everything we have wanted in this country, you have to fight for it. They have taught us that lesson. So nothing will give it to you Nothing will be given to you in the platter of gold. You have to fight for it. Yes, that's the lesson La Republic has taught us from day one. So never you relent. Okay. Yes, we have to keep fighting. We have to keep fighting. There is no way. We can't stop. Yeah. We can't stop fighting. Yeah. Okay. So going forward, let's make it a strategic. Work those plans with all the leaders, all the groups. We'll work with the lobbyists and make sure that we achieve some goals. Keep going forward. That's all. Nobody will help us except ourselves. We have learned a lesson. If you don't push it, nobody will come and help you. For the past 7 years, we have learned that lesson. So we know what we are talking about. Okay? We have to fight for it by ourselves. They have taught us that any country fought for their own independence. Yes, all the countries fought for their independence. So don't wait that some country will come and help you. Jamais. It will not happen. No country will come. All the one is that we should fight for ourselves to prove to them that we really want our freedom. That's all what they have taught us, and that lesson we have learned the hard way. Okay, we have learned the hard way. So if you have learned that way, just know that that's it. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, hit the likes. Okay, comment. Give me your ideas. I want to hear from you. Okay, watching from YouTube and all those, please comment and let me see what your suggestions and all those, what you want us to improve. And yep. Okay. Yeah, have a nice time and God bless you.